Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for getting latest updated video. Hello friends, my name is Bhavesh Parmar, and in previous session we have discussed transmission media, characteristics of transmission media. Thereafter we have discussed various cables which are beneficial, which are widely used to connect the network, and we have discussed coaxial cable, then its type. Thereafter we have discussed the twisted pair cable along with STP, UTP cable. Then we studied fiber optic cable, and even though we have also studied the difference between all these cables. And as I also told in previous session video, that topic is very important from HSC board examination point of view. Its weightage is 4 marks. Those students who missed that video, so I request you, please subscribe my channel and views that previous video, so you will get more clear. And if you have guys any difficulty, so please you can also write me in comment section, or you can also send me your difficulties on our WhatsApp group. So guys, in today's session we are also going to see very interesting topic, and the name of topic is topology, and it is also carry 4 marks weightage from HSC board point of view. So actually guys, in this topic we have to study how we are going to arrange the computer to set up a network. So generally it is related with limited area, and generally we know that LAN is the one of the network which is useful for short distance communication having limited geographical area. So guys, the first question is, what do you mean by topology? So this is totally new word for you. So topology means guys, how we are going to connect the computers in a network, and these computers can send the data to other computer in which fashion, in which manner they are going to transmit the data. So that arrangement of computer is called topology. So you may also use the definition of topology, or you can also write down the definition of topology is like that: the interconnection of 2 or more computers in such a way that so they can transmit or they can share the data along the network computer. So that concept is called topology. So guys, there are 2 types of topology. First topology is called logical topology. Thereafter second topology is physical topology. So in logical topology, actually the logical topology name gives based on how the data transfer through the cable along the network, means it is based on data transmission method. And in case of physical topology guys, physical topology depends on actual arrangement of computer, means how you are going to interconnect the computer. So based on that interconnection method, it is classified as physical topology. So there are 2 types of topology, physical and logical. Physical topology depends on how you are going to connect the computer in a network, and in case of logical topology, how you are going to transfer the data to the computer in a network. So guys, we have to study different types of topology. So in that, our first type of topology is bus topology. Then second type of topology is called star topology. Third type of topology is called ring topology. And fourth type of topology is called mesh topology. So in today's session we are going to discuss all these 4 types of topology, its diagram, its working, its various advantages, disadvantages, and out of this topology, which topology is more convenient for our day-to-day life use. So let me start our first topology, bus topology. So in bus topology, first of all I am going to draw this diagram. So in bus topology, the arrangement of computers are like this, in this fashion, means all the computers are connected with each other through single cable. So say if I assume that this is my server computer and all these are my client computer that we name PC, and this common cable is called backbone of network. So generally the structure of bus topology is like this. Means in this method we can connect limited number of computers, and all the computers are connected with this common shared cable, and widely it is called backbone of network. Why guys it is called backbone of network? Because data transmission takes place with the help of this common shared cable. So generally what happens in case of guys bus topology, a computer can transfer a data to other computer in a network, but there is some protocol. First of all, this computer sends the signal to this cable and check that whether that cable is available or not. If that guys cable is available, so it can transfer the data to the network. But guys, what happened? What is the major limitations of this bus topology? Only one computer can transmit one signal at the same time. Means what happened guys, in this case, suppose if I am using 4 computers, suppose if I have 20 computers in the network, and suppose all the computers are try to transmit the data on this network, then in that case guys, what happened? Network consumption problem occurs, network traffic occurs, and which results into network failure. So let me see guys how the data transfer using bus topology. So all the data transfer through this shared common cable called backbone of network. This cable uses a data bus. That data bus transfers the data from one computer, source computer, to destination computer. So suppose if I want to download some information from this server computer to this number 3 computer, so how can I transfer? So first of all, I am going to sends the request to this cable and check whether this cable is available or not. If it is available, then it sends the signal to this server computer. Then server computer sends the appropriate data to this computer. Means in this case, generally the communication takes place between this client computer and this server computer. But at the same time, suppose this computer wants to transfer the data to this computer, then what happens guys? It tries to send the signal and check whether it is available or not. So generally what happens guys? The communication between this client and server communication takes place. So in that case, what happens? This server get busy signal and it continuously sends the signal, and if it is available, then and only then it can transfer the data. So generally this type of topology refers first come first serve method. Means those computers sends the signal at first, they receives the data bus and they can transfer the data along this network. So for limited number of computer, bus topology is very effective and very efficient technique, and it is a faster technique also. And if we consider the cost as compared to remaining topology, bus topology is very less expensive. So if we have less number of computer, then we should go through this bus topology. But there is a major drawback of bus topology is what? If we have large number of computer and our data communication is also on an extreme level, mostly the computers get busy to transfer the data. So in that case, what happens guys? Network traffic problem occurs, network consumption problem occurs, and which results into network failure. So this is all regarding about bus topology. Now guys, we are going to switch on to star topology. So for star topology, the diagram is like this. So this type of diagram we have already studied in network connecting device, and generally we have draw this diagram for hub. So this is regarding about star topology. So generally what happens guys, in star topology, all the computers are connected to this common shared device, connecting device, and that device is called hub. So all the computers are connected to this hub. So in this example, I have shown very less number of computers. So if you want to connect more number of computers, you can also in the diagram. So generally, if we see the name star topology, so actually it comes under logical topology. Means if we check the physical arrangement of computer, so based on that arrangement, we can't say that it is a star topology. So actually this data transmission mechanism used by this topology, so that's why it is called star topology. So generally what happens in case of star topology, guys, all the computers are connected to this central network connecting device called hub. So what is the role of hub? Hub receives signal from one computer, then send it to the destination computer. So in this way communication takes place. So at the same time, suppose different computer wants to transfer the data or communicate with any other computer in a network. So they first sends the signal to this hub. Hub check that whether destination computer is on or off. If it is on, then it sends the signal, means data is ready to send to this network, so it can complete its transmission. So in case of star topology, multiple computers can transmit data to multiple other computers in a network. So generally what happens, guys, in case of bus topology, there is only one communication takes place between client and server computer. So if multiple computers, they want to communicate with each other, so it is impossible. Why? Because all the data shared through this common data bus. So which is that problem solved in case of star topology. So generally in star topology, we can connect many number of computers and they can transfer data with several computers in a network. So the general major advantage of this star topology is what, guys? There is no number of computer depends on network. Suppose if I am using 50 computers, still its speed remain as it is. If I am using 100 computer, still it gives you the maximum performance. So this is the major advantage of star topology, means number of computer do not affect the speed of network. But assume that suppose if I have 50 computers and unfortunately suppose 2-3 computers get damaged or which are not able to connect in a network, still you will get the best performance of network. But there is a limitations of this star topology, means it is difficult to install. We require more number of cables, and if we consider the cost, it is quite high expensive as compared to bus topology. Why is it so, guys? Because in this case we have to use more number of cables, so that cables increases the cost of media, means your network establishment cost gets increased. So if we consider from cost point of view, bus topology is most efficient technique for less number of computers. But in case of star topology, guys, we can add many number of computers, and this computer helps you to connect with other computer and transmit error-free data to the other computer, and there is a less chance of network consumption problem occurs. There is major drawback of this star topology is when your hub or central connecting device get fail. In that case, only and only that situation your network failure occurs. Otherwise, data transmission properly took place. So these are regarding about star topology. So we have discussed bus topology, star topology. Now guys, we are switch on to ring topology. So this is the basic diagram. Every computer work as transmitter as well as receiver. So this is the basic diagram related with ring topology. So again guys, it is also a logical topology, means as the name suggests, ring topology, the name specifies or name gives based on how it can transfer the data along the network. So it is a logical topology. So in this topology, I have used suppose 4 computers. So we can also use multiple computers to show the diagram. So generally every computer acts as transmitter as well as receiver. So here I have mentioned T and R. T stands for transmitter and R stands for receiver. Means every computer in a network have capability to transfer the data as well as it can receive the data from other computer. So this is the overall structure of ring topology. So in this ring topology, all the computers are connected with its neighboring computer on either side. So generally what happens guys, in this case we have to also use more number of cables. It is, if you consider the cost of this ring topology, it is also expensive. But guys, there is a very interesting thing in case of ring topology. When it transfers the data, it uses a special mechanism, and that mechanism is called token passing. So this is the important concept which is related with this ring topology. So when we establish a network, at that time we are going to set a token. Token means what guys? Token is a software program, and that program gives you the authority, privilege to transfer the data through any computer in a network. So it is called token. Means if we have 4 number of computers and if we wish to transfer the data from one computer to another computer, that computer cannot transfer the data unless and until that computer have token. If the computer consists of token, token means what? It is an authority. So if this computer have authority to transfer the data, so it can transfer the data to any other computer in a network. But if it is possible only and only if that computer have a token. So let me take the example guys. Suppose this is my computer 1 and this computer 1 transfers the data to this computer 2, and suppose that this computer 1 consists of token. So what can he can transfer the data to this second computer, and suppose if its transmission is over, then what about that token? So if its transmission is over, this computer transfer the token to its next neighboring computer. And suppose the second computer doesn't want to transfer the data, then that passes it to next neighboring computer. If it wants to transfer the data, then it can transfer the data on a network. And if its transmission is over, again it passes to the next computer. So this is called token passing mechanism. But what happened guys? Suppose computer 1 have token and there is a transmission took place between computer 1 and computer 2. At the same time, suppose computer 3 wants to transfer the data, but that computer cannot transfer it on a network. Why is guys? Because this computer 3 don't have a token. So they need to wait. If that computer receives token, then and only then it can transfer the data through this network. So that's why it is called guys token passing mechanism. So again I am repeating the definition of token. Token is a software program and that gives you the permission to transfer the data to any computer in a network. And a computer can hold a token for long period of time unless and until its data transmission is over. And if its transmission is over, it passes to next neighboring computer. So in this way that token passes on this network, and this mechanism is called token passing mechanism. So there are guys some few limitations of this ring topology. If we have more number of computers in a network and most of the computers are in working condition, suppose, but few computers get off, or you can say that disconnection problem is there, then what happens guys? It affects the speed of network. Why guys? Because every computer is linked with other computer and they use token passing mechanism. So if we have more number of computers, still it affects the speed of network, because every computer need to wait to receive the token, and if that receives, then and only then they can transfer the data on a network. So this is the major drawback. Means number of computer affects the speed of network. So which is that problem removed by star topology. In star topology, we can connect many number of computers and these computers do not affect the speed of network. And there are also limitations with burst topology. If we have less number of computers, it is more compatible and more convenient to transfer the data. The same problem arises with ring topology. If we have more number of computers, it affects the speed of network. Failure of computer also affect the speed of network. So this is the major drawback regarding ring topology. So we have studied, guys, star topology, ring topology and burst topology. So sometime question asked in examination, what is topology, and explain which topology is more convenient. So guys, we have studied these three topologies. Out of these three topology, the one and only one of the best topology is star topology, because that topology related with number of computers, and if we have more number of computers, still it do not affect the speed of network. This is the one of the most important advantage of star topology, and based on that advantage, nowadays we are everywhere we are going to use star topology. If we see schools, college, banks, offices, cyber cafe, they widely prefer star topology. They never switch on to this ring topology or burst topology. Burst topology is also more convenient, but if it is applicable only and only if we have less number of computers in a network. So I think so. I hope you guys, you are understanding all these three topology. Now we are going to switch on to our last topology, and the name of topology is mesh topology. So sometimes this mesh topology is also called hybrid topology. Why, guys? Because this topology is combination of multiple topologies. That we say that suppose combination of ring topology, star topology, or there's combination of star topology, burst topology, or all we can mixture of all this topology together. So it will form a mesh topology, or you can say that hybrid topology. And suppose if we try to draw the diagram for this, so it is quite complicated. So I will show you with this, suppose three computers. So all the computers are interlinked in this fashion. Suppose let me add one more computer, so you guys get the cleared idea. So in this fashion, the diagram get more complicated manner. So generally mesh topology is very expensive. It is combination of multiple topologies. So we can also use mesh topology to establish a network for transferring the data. So most of the guys, we have to focus on star topology, ring topology and burst topology. If we see the mesh topology is combination or mixture of all these topology. So if question arises in your examination, so definitely guys, you give the focus on star topology, ring topology. So most of the time if you see the question papers, previous question papers, sometimes they ask explain the following topology with suitable diagram, and they are asking two topologies, say for example burst topology, ring topology. So in that case, you should able to draw the diagram carefully, and then you have to write down the convenient explanation. And if they ask logical question, which topology is more convenient, so in that case what to do guys, you have to write down the explanation of all these three topology, and you need to focus the drawbacks of topology and how the star topology is more convenient, how it is better than other, you have to prove it. So in this case, you have to write down the answer of that question. So I hope you guys, you are getting this topology concepts very clearly. In next session, we are going to see how we are going to transfer the data, means data transmission method. So in that data transmission method, we have to study again token passing, then polling and contention. So these concepts are quite new to you, but for that purpose we should have the basic knowledge of topology. So till then guys, thank you so much.